10 is the cap. Just realized I never swapped to my headphones, so all my attempts to lower the audio was just lowering the audios I wasn't using. Thankfully I have this set up to automatically go to my headset, so no harm, no foul. But, you know. Time to push ahead to the forge. Forge lights ahead of you and when it is... Okay. Oh, damn it. I accidentally turned it down. If I want to get that again, I need to go back there, which is inefficient. Didn't mean to. It was a mistake. I don't know why you're cooking a Lich King eye, but sure. I would say knock yourself out, but it appears that's my job. Just to reduce the amount of noise. Book of Valor. Steel Tome of the Lost Legion. Tome of Valor. Well, let's try to the doorstep. Thank you, Palanai. Okay, maybe the guy over here will give it. Or maybe I've accidentally prevented myself from getting a quest. Miles Morales, Kilometer Morales, Feet Morales, Meter Parker. People keep making jokes about Miles Morales because the recent Spider-Man game came out, like Kilometer Sin. So. Yep, I'm up to Revered now with the current Horror Offensive. Just ticked over turning in that other quest. I prioritize Fortune. Oh, remember I was telling you someone was going on saying the friend, more things should be like friends. Yeah, they have a huge Twitter thread about it. Like, they actually directly made one here about WoW. Trying to, like, they showed a picture of Sylvanas and trying to claim that bow and arrow are strength weapons, not dex. And while they're right that bows are actually pretty hard to pull back, strength-wise, it takes a lot, decades of training to get good at it. I remember hearing one saying that if you want, basically, if you want an archer, you have to start with your grandfather, which is why the invention of crossbow was so important, because you could just give people a crossbow, give them a few weeks training, and there you go, you got a crossbowman. They're apparently a lot easier field. They're claiming rangers are always stronger than warriors, deal with it. Not really. Not when, okay, you got these giant, large bows, yeah. When you got a sword the size of your body, no. You know, it's just like, sweeping claims are stupid. So when they're defending here, people screaming, being goits. They're presuming they're right. They actually did make a point here that I have seen other people make, so, and you know what? It's a fair one. But yeah, they've been going on for days. Like over 100 of them. About 99. The last two were meta. Jesus. The one that was okay was they were talking about, you know, I don't know what, how should I even phrase it? Well, like LGBT, they also add AIA, or I can't remember what it was. But anyway, LGBT and people of color. I've seen some people say that's racist, others saying it's the only way to say that isn't racist. And it's just, I don't know. the the conflict in it irritates me because it's just like, okay, if I say it one way, I'm El Diablo. If I say it the other way, I'm El Diablo. It's just like, should I, you know, slather on the red paint and horns? You know, I'm sure I've got a few twigs that can stab into my skull. I'm already the demon, Kaz. But anyway, that I've often seen stories, characters of those groupings anyway, suffering abuse because of that. They're making a point that you don't have to do that. And, well, I have remembered people saying before that they have growing tired of every time there's a gay character, or, you know, insert whatever here, I think the person in question was gay. Every time there's a gay character, the show, like, that's the main point that they hammer home, is just how much their life is suffering. It kind of gets lost in going on about that, and it was actually rather irritating to them. So, yeah, I can see that. It's just, you know, you gotta spice it up, and if you keep hitting the same notes, it's just going to annoy people. So, yeah, I can agree with that one. But though, to be fair, there's 99 tweets. There's bound to be some that are not cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Some are weird. And it's all tied into weird identity politics stuff. And with little clarification for it, Also, oh, actually, they did another one referencing Blizzard here, trying to claim that Blizzard painted a rape victim as a villain. I don't know what one they're referring to. And they also implied, well, they're basically implying here that the only rape victims are women. Male victims are yet again forgotten. But it's not impossible for someone to be more than one thing. Often criminals are victims of something else. Like, obviously it doesn't justify or excuse what they've done, but like, Hitler had apparently had an extremely overbearing mother. So did Stalin, I remember someone saying. Remember people alleging those two. People, victimizers have often been victimized, you know? But yeah, that's Cocoa Puffs. Then they're trying to claim... They have one here... It's tied in heavily with one of their with some show, Infinity Train? So I have no idea how to comment on that one. But yeah, there's a 29 Twitter thread there of someone like starting here writing advice, and a lot of it's, like I said, heavily tied in with the identity politics bullshit. Like, and it's some of it's weird. Like again, that one had a fair point, but it's more a fruit fly method, you know. You put out enough, one of them's gonna be, go right. One of them will survive. One of them. Ooh, what's this? 45. How do you even get these? I know that one, but I don't know this one. Whatever. You throw it enough there, inevitably one's going to be right. I was talking with a counselor before, 8 years ago. It was his, to rephrase what he said, that was his stance on Freud. Freud just sat at home, churning shit out. It was inevitable that some of his things were right. It was less quality, more quantity. And the identity politics things there was, they were asserting that if straight guys dislike a character, but lesbians love them, then that's 90% your best character. And it's just like, that'll be a weird thing. Okay, what's your favorite character? Oh, okay. What's your least favorite character? Okay. Who do you prefer to fuck? And here I thought we weren't meant to reduce people down to their body parts and so on and so forth. Apparently it's like a ghost. Sometimes it can pick up chairs, sometimes it can't. It's a little fickle. People are just weird. Again, sorry, tangent, but it's just weird. And it's just, like I said, they brought up WoW directly, so it's just like, Arcane Cove walking entrance shipyard. This will all make more sense if I hadn't already unlocked the shipyard. Or, like, if I was doing this more at time. Ooh. Is there another quest? Because I'm turning it in here rather than back at Jaina. Oh yeah, they'll probably send me to go steal a necklace. Might be something else.
Hello.
Well, good work.
What's the situation? Silent
Yep.
and deadly.
Oh Christ, the person is actually a big YouTuber. Apparently. 140,000? Apparently. But yeah. Again, to talk about the rape victim one. Certainly, it's a weird one to go with. Say, you were raped, therefore you are evil. That would be a weird one to go with, but it's like I spin it this way. Everyone's fine with Littlefinger being a villain, right? He's villainous, he's evil. Well, apparently you hate men, or now. He's a rape victim. I was listening to a podcast that did chapter by about that. No, not chapter by chapter. Now, so they can nearly that far. They were talking about different characters, and they brought up Littlefinger, and they mentioned how he was really drunk one night as a kid, and he was carried up to bed, and one of the girls, the one that's mad about him in present day series, she's drunk, but not nearly as drunk as he is, and follows him up to comfort him because he was upset over Catelyn rejecting him. She proceeds to fuck him. He passes out thanking Catelyn because he was so drunk he was hallucinating. She was Catelyn. You may... So, yeah. Apparently, you're El Diablo if you think anything he's done is bad. As is George R. R. Martin for writing him as such. Then again, I've seen actually other people asserting that he's El Diablo because, well, he had to redeem himself for something one of his characters said. So, I shouldn't be giving them ideas. Then again, let's be fair here. It's a guy. They aren't going to exactly, run up with anyone with a bat over him. Male victims are frequently ignored, forgotten, or demonized. It's all too very frustrating. Again, like I said, I don't care who. I've said many a time. I don't care who or what you are. Doesn't matter to me. I've too much going on my own plate to, give a damn about irrelevant shit. Tired. But yeah, I have too much going on my own plate to give a damn about. For 90 seconds? That's simple at this stage. I'll stand in here. I have too much going on my own plate to give a damn about, accidents of birth. My life is generally falling apart and I'm trying to piece it back together. Like, I'm trying to write, but my social anxiety is scaring me away from it. Well, my terror of fucking up, and then I'm trying to do dialogue, and that's people talking, and I think my anxiety's kicking in there. I know I've talked about, I've run into some weird fic. That's not the hardest I've seen, but it bothers me the most. Because I think it's hitting off some of my own, it's hitting off my body image issues or something, and it's... just like I get cleaved in different ways, and it's uncomfortable. I've completely lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, so it's just like, I don't give a damn what you are. Though I can't remember what prompted that. I have also memory issues. I also have memory issues. I know something about the other thing. Again, like I said, some of the advice was right. Well, some of the advice made a fair point. A lot of it was just really weird and whatnot. And I just don't understand it. Like I said, I don't care what you are. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we're all human. With all the glory and all the honor that, with all the glory and all the horror that entails. To paraphrase Mansk. Too many people. It's like a sports team, except then they start writing laws in its favor, or pushing for very regimented viewpoints in their team's favor. If you get me, it's frustrating. Like I said, I don't give a damn who or what you are. I don't like my life's too much of a mess to care. And I can't remember where I was going with that. It's actually quite frustrating. My mind's kind of in a loop now. But yeah, apparently they're a big YouTuber. They've got really weird and terrible advice. Sometimes they hit a good note, but they've got really weird advice, and I hope no one listens to them. Again, a lot of it feels just... I know they'd a grudge against... Well, the you know, Archers being the stronger one. It just felt like a petty slap at someone, like they knew someone that would hate that or something. That's how it read to me. But obviously it's hard to know. But, yeah, it's... Yeah, I can't remember where I was going with that. Sylvie. And now I feel terrible. Ooh. Now I feel terrible. Because like, I've left that point up in the air. Maybe if I pause it, maybe I'll remember it if I go listen to it again, but I'm not sure if I would want to listen to myself again. I'll pause for a sec. Oh yeah, I think I remember now. I was saying that how like male rape victims are constantly ignored. I was saying that, you know, they're like, you're an evil monster if you make a rape victim a villain. And pointing out that, well, Littlefinger's a villain and he's a rape victim. But I don't see anyone freaking out over that. Maybe they don't realize, because they didn't know or whatnot. But I still don't see that happening. Okay, I'm just editing out a voice I did it there at the end. It was mocking, and then it treads the line there. I just do random voices and hope they turn out well. And it's just like, it's like turned into weird. It went wrong. I feel like people are going to lacerate me as it is. But like, yeah, all the favor was in Johnny Depp's favor. All the evidence was in his favor, and yet they still found against him. Largely because he was accusing a woman of abuse. So, yeah. Basically, yeah, male victims are constantly forgotten, and no one would ever go to task over that. So, yeah. I wonder if they clarified in one of the subtweets what character they were talking about in the Blizzard one. Okay, they actually made a point here. Strong characters can still cry and need support from others. Vulnerability is not a character flaw. That's right, though it does need to be managed correctly. Again, a lot of people think strong means belligerent, especially when it comes to female characters. Sorry, my mind's just stuck in a loop now. Feel free to skip ahead. And feature creep is a problem in storytelling, adding too many details. That's actually true. Like, some of theirs is fine, but then others are really strange. But I'm not sure how to critique them without fumbling it. Here, one sec. You're trying to claim goblins are bigoted. Inherently anti-Semitic. Mary Sue's misogyny. I remember one woman claiming Mary Sue was misogyny. She also decided a man being raped was merely non-consensual sex. Oh, that's right above the one I'd entered in on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, no one knows what character they're even talking about. Apparently Sylvanas' soul has been ripped out and she's been mind controlled. But no, Sylvanas has just always been an evil git. She literally since I don't remember when. She had bioweapons being made so she could nuke the whole world. At some stage, she started putting them in flamethrower kits so she could douse, little Timmy and Susie with their puppy with it. She's always been diabolical. But some of their advice was fine, others of it were weird in varying ways, tied immensely into the person's biases and whatnot. Which is true for everyone. Humanity as a whole is a flawed mess. We all operate off our flaws and biases. And we also do have positive points we work off of, but... Oh, excuse me. Ugh. We do have also positive points we work off of, but it's a balance and it's a fight, a fight. Out of those weeks she was losing. So what's the achievements for here? Yeah, stand on the pillars. Only exact number mounted. Complete each set without a companion. Seriously? Typical. I wanted to play this more. Apologies for getting caught up in what I was saying there. If I'm saying it, I want to say it right. And I'm thinking this mightn't count. Since I'm not actually taking any damage. I'll stand here till the next shutdown. Notice. Then I'll just leave. Oh, you're in here? Why are you in here? Oh, beautiful. Damn it. But yeah, people are, you know, in, we're an annoying mix of biases. Ooh, it's kind of juggled me. Presumptions, blind spots. It's frustrating, and we kind of juggle them in everything we do and say. Actually, I need to get out of here normally. I want to make some stuff. But yeah, it's just largely a juggling act, you know? So, some of the balls there she caught, some she didn't. Sorry, again, my mind's in a loop there because I kind of forgot what I was saying, but then I remembered some of it, and... a mess. Apologies. Alright.
Safe journey.
Ooh. Flashy. Eh. You know, I don't think it's actually worthwhile to go up to it. This might be his... Yeah, I'm guessing maybe around 5k. Then the 5, let's say. I'd still get 3,000 gold off that. I think that's fair. Now we can go. We'll turn this in. And then I'll head somewhere else. I want to try and get some auctions up, so at least when the servers come back online, they can start going again.
Peace is not always the answer.
Code a gem, cost some gold, sparks of light crackle beneath the surface. So yeah, apologies for the tangent there. I just couldn't get my head out of a loop. It sometimes just, it's because I forgot what I said. It just sets into a loop and I just can't get out of it. It's very difficult. Even now I'm still in it, and I'm gonna have to go record something else now. I'm probably still gonna be in that loop. It's very frustrating. It's very difficult to deal with. And I apologize that you have to deal with it, you know, but or at least be on the receiving end of it. So, But yeah, if you have anything like to tell me there, well, you know, on the other thing, let me know. Oh yes, I wanted to get rid of Yi. I doubt I can break Yi down. Okay. Let's go get stuff to auction. I'm not gonna be able to make anything, sadly. Well, at least these aren't unique. Ooh, nice. Ooh, and... What? Only 20?
I can't use that item yet.
That's disgusting.
I can't carry anymore.
Selling. Armor. You. Yes. I'll hold on to it for a moment. Just no way in how that's selling, but sure, why not? Oh, I think the point I was getting at when I was saying, like, I don't care what you are, it's like, if you're a victim of something, you're a victim of something. If you've done something, you've done something. That's the end of it. Ooh, nice, this update. I think that's as far as I was going with it. It was just simply, you know, the attributes don't count. It's who you are, what you do is what counts. That's something a lot of people forget. A lot of people forget or don't care about. It's, you know, like, oh, do you match my politics? Do you match my favorite class or caste of people? It's silly shenanigans that people love to get up to. It's silly and it's annoying and it's ultimately damaging, but that's what people love to do. I don't mind making these helmets. They cost the same amount of ore. They just same amount of ore, just with the extra flux, and that's fine. Okay, let's go get rid of these. I'm just glad these aren't uniques around, so it doesn't matter if I have these extras left over till I can go buy the other things. That's fine. Wish we could auction these, but only if we haven't cracked them open. You know, to put in some precautions. Ah, there's the old multiple auction thing. THERMAL. Thermal anvil. It's gonna call it a forge. Buyout. Yes. Check my mail. Oh Christ, they kept making them? Oh Christ, no wonder
Very good.
Okay. Now I'm understanding things. Oh, do like the 20 charges and all that. Again, I'm sorry I keep saying it, but again, apologies for the tangent. My mind just went in a fucking loop there, and I just couldn't get out. It's what happens sometimes, and it's oh so frustrating. And I'm sure it's for me as much as it is ye. But I think I made some good points there. I wasn't complete faff. Hold on to these. Alright, there we go. Now let us hope we make some ounce of coins. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again soon. I was hoping to go do the Aldir Oldham quests, trying to hit up a thing, but I forgot about server reset. It's coming close to the release of the new expansion. I can't remember when. I thought it was these two, but it'll probably be Wednesday for here. Yeah, it's actually one of the. It's apparently the 23rd at like 3 a.m. or something. But yeah, I have to go do those two dungeons, do those raids. The dungeons on obviously on heroic, the raids on LFR, and I also do want to continue the horrible vision, horrific vision, whatever, horrific visions, the Thormund and Ogrimmar stuff, and the quests with Rathian. It will explain his corruption and his descent, rather than just rocking in and I thought you were fine, dude, and then 10 years later finally completing that quest and okay, delayed reaction. So, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again. Oh, Christ, it's 3 a.m. to 11? Sweet Jesus. I knew it was going to be bad, but I thought it was going to be up by like 7, 8. Oh, I knew it was server reset, but it's longer than normal, a lot longer. They are activating that next part of the pre-patch, so that's something. But anyway, I sincerely hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you join me again soon, and yet again, I apologize for the tangent. Like I was saying before, when you screw up, again, obviously the person's forgiveness is an important thing, and obviously circumstances and situations obviously are important. But another thing that's important is being able to forgive yourself. That's why I keep apologizing. I can't. I have severe difficulty. I've also difficulty forgiving other people, but I have severe difficulty forgiving myself. Part of the reason for both is I relive constantly whatever fuck up I did. In this case, if the wound's fresh, I don't really need to relive it. But other times, I just kind of re-experience it constantly, as if the wound has just recently, just now been done. See it flashing before my eyes. I feel it all anew, and it's dreadful. So, till next time, folks. Love and peace, baby.